have quite the story for you. So I was just playing a little game of Warno, right? A simple, casual little game, chatting with my buddy Spartan. Suddenly, and without warning, my computer screen goes black. And then my PC restarts. Windows updated my computer without asking, and by the way, I did have the setting on that prevented Windows from just restarting my computer. When Spartan had me check this later, somehow that setting had been disabled. Don't ask me how. But whatever. Oh, Windows updated my computer. No big deal. Normal. Turn Warno back on. Game loads. And then the moment the game reaches the main menu screen, black. It just goes black. Just, what? 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 This happens a couple more times. They let Spartan know. He decides to help me.
Let's go. In and out. 20 minutes adventure.
At first we think it's just an issue with Windows. After all, this happened right after a Windows update. We go to troubleshoot, and lo and behold, the troubleshooter is kind enough to inform me that, yes, it seems there was an error with installing the Windows update. Okay? Makes sense. Let's try installing a repaired version. No. Let's roll back to the previous version of Windows 11. Nope. At this point, Spartan is starting to suspect that this might be a hardware issue, but regardless, we keep trying different fixes, looking at thing after thing after thing. Spartan has me check my BIOS, and here's where shit really starts to hit the fan. You see, my computer is a pre-built— Shut the f*** up! Shut up! I know! No! It was better for my circumstances if I got a pre-build and upgraded over time. Go yourself! Not everyone has the time, money, or know-how to research every little component, buy them, and build a PC. Get off your circle jerk! I was in high school, and the best thing I had was a laptop. Right. Now that I've screamed at the tech bro mafia, when we looked at my BIOS, a problem immediately became apparent. Whoever had my computer before me had the computer set to default overclock. As in, the RAM speed was just utterly fucked. And I have 32 gigs of RAM. It was set to like 1200 rather than 3200. So, oof, that sucks. This means that the entire time I've had this computer, it's been overclocking. I'd like to say it gets better. No, it gets worse. So we're hoping that this has fixed it. It didn't. We decide to troubleshoot Windows again for the sake of being thorough. Windows says, yeah, Windows 11 is just fucked. So we try installing the repair version of Windows 11, the version I rolled back to. No, Windows says it's still broken. So at this point, we decide, you know what, before we do anything else, let's just see if this is a hardware issue. We do a variety of checks, the computer runs diagnostics, everything seems to be fine. We check to see if maybe it's an HDMI cable or port issue, because sometimes the screen just goes black, but the computer doesn't turn off, and I can still hear things. Nope, that's not it. At this point, we're done trying to get Windows 11 to work, because everything Windows is telling us points to it being the problem. So we roll back to Windows 10. We save important files, put them on my D drive, put them on an external drive, unplug the D drive so it's safe, blah, 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 blah. Then we roll back to Windows 10. It didn't work. So now we're basically sure this is a hardware issue, or Spartan is. I'm not. I didn't know. I don't know computers well, if I'm being honest. So we do a few more tests. Eventually an error crops up. This error points to my graphics card, which was at the time a 2060. Though the issue might have been the power supply. Okay, we test other things. CPU seems to be fine. Motherboard seems to be fine. Power supply unit and GPU are where things are shaky. We do some research, and we finally realize what the problem is. Well, Spartan realizes what the problem is. the power supply unit was insufficient for the graphics card, and the graphics card started to burn out as a result. So we get a new power supply unit that can meet my needs, and then we replace the 2060 with a 3060. Unfortunately, that hasn't been the end of my problems, although I can play games now and everything seems to be fine hardware-wise. Hopefully we've still... Hopefully. We've still got other issues. Firstly, now my computer cannot be paired with controllers. Just any kind of controller. I did test. We thought it was a Bluetooth issue. Bluetooth works fine with other things. Plugging controllers in doesn't help, so we're trying out a cheap Xbox wireless adapter. But I'll probably have it ready by the time this video's out. But the most frustrating thing, despite having taken measures to save files, a lot of them are corrupted and just can't be fixed, no matter what I do. The end result is that I lost a lot of progress on various videos. In particular, I lost everything but the art and most of the animation for my second Age of Apostasy video and Adeptus Sororitas short, which is like, fuck's sake, that is months of work just gone. I'm still getting things set up, prepared, etc. It's why no model today, just me, my voice, and like, I don't know, whatever I decide to throw up there. Yeah, that's what's happening. That's... Oh, for God's sake.